There we go, y'all. I was tripping for a second. Now we good. Now we good. Now I want to officially welcome everybody to the Strategically Reckless podcast. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka Mr. 710, aka your favorite foster dad. We are back up in this thing once again. What's happening? Man, the boy done made the show a couple more times today. And also we're gonna talk about this friends of the opposite sex. I don't know. And then we're gonna talk about last wishes. Last wishes. Oh my gosh, before we get out of here, definitely gonna give everybody, we're gonna give y'all some NFL advice. The NFL preseason started this past weekend. And ladies, if you don't know, I'll be here to tell you, football is back. It's back. We ready to rock and roll. It's in full swing. We ready to rock and roll. But before I get into this, I want to thank everybody for listening via Instagram Live, Facebook Live, YouTube. However it is, YouTube Live. If you're listening on Spotify, iHeartRadio, or anywhere else that you get your podcast, I greatly appreciate you for tuning in. Go ahead and rate 5 stars, subscribe, and let us know. Let me know what you got, what's on your mind, and how we can make this thing better. But we greatly appreciate you for tuning in. But look, since last week, all right, so for anybody that listens to the show on a regular basis, music is big in our family. Like, music is big in this household, all right? And so, here's the crazy part. None of us, not me, my wife, not musically inclined at all. I can't sing, I can't play not a nan instrument. I can play Mary Had a Little Lamb on the piano and on the recorder. I can do that. Oh, I can do that. Mary Had a Little Lamb, I got that. Do, 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 do. Yeah, all day. All day. But one day my wife and I was having a conversation. We were talking about how music gets passed down. And then we kind of came to the conclusion that we kind of got deboed into the music that we like or that we listen to by our parents. Like, our parents have pretty much deboed us into liking a lot of the music that we like. And so I would have never listened to Parliament or George Clinton or none of that stuff, Zap. I wouldn't listen to none of that if it wasn't for my dad. Probably wouldn't listen to Sade or Anita Baker or Patti LaBelle or Tracy Chapman or none of them folks if it wasn't for my mom. It's like I wouldn't know who any of those people were if it wasn't for my parents. Because that's what they listened to. Pops was on Atomic Dog, tough. And he wasn't even a Q. He was on that Atomic Dog, tough. I just remember it playing all the time in the background. All the time in the background. Atomic Dog, Atomic Dog, Atomic Dog. So I knew Bow Wow Wow, Yippee-Yo, Yippee-Yay, Bow Wow, Yippee-Yo, Yippee-Yo, Yippee-Yay. I knew all that stuff. Zuli, what up? Like, we knew all of this stuff. And so, like, most of the time, and so this is the crazy part. Like, the music that we grew up with was the stuff that our parents listened to while cleaning up or they listened to in the car. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 710 print shop for this FAFO with the chair shirt, and remembrance to all the good people, even Aquaman over there in Montgomery, Alabama. Shout out to y'all. What up, bro? Hope you out there bowling well. It's first week of the season. Shout out to that. But the music that we listened to was the music that our parents had on all the time. Like, they just had it on. It didn't matter if it was on repeat or not. It was on. That's what we listened to. And so that's kind of how I listen to music. Like, the Isley Brothers are on. Earth, Wind, and Fire is on. Marvin Gaye, Al Green, like Prince, Michael Jackson. Like this is who's on in my house a lot. It even go back to the Dells and the OJs and the Ohio Players. Like all this stuff is on all the time. And you know what? I said that, hey, I'm gonna debo the boy and these two little girls into 70s music, into liking that genre of music, because that's pretty much all I listen to. That's what I listen to. They gonna get deboed into knowing these songs. And you know what I thought in my mind? What up, boy? So cold. Look, The Rock. What's good, kid? Back in so we were in the car this week. See all this to say. We were in the car this week, and Summer Breeze comes on. It started up, and the boy was sitting in the back seat with a whole hell of a lot of confidence, and he was like, Mr. Jason, Summer Breeze by Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's who's on right now. Well, who you say? You just said Summer Breeze by Earth, Wind, and Fire? That's not gonna win you a prize. What up, E? That's not gonna win you a prize. Chill. That's not what it's gonna be. No, you are not saying that. Hold on, try that again. He was like, Earth, Wind, and Fire by Summer Breeze? Did you just... You just... No, we're not doing that. John, what up, boy? Yo, South Korea in the house, man. I hope everybody doing good, man. Long time no see, man. I hope y'all still out there hooping. Yeah, he just flipped it, and I was like, listen, Alexa, play Summer Breeze by the Isley Brothers. And he was like, I don't think that's it, Mr. Jason. I don't think that the Isley Brothers sang that song. I be trying to figure out, like, why do you question me and you be wrong as hell? You be loud and wrong. Be loud and wrong. Later on last week, well, I want to say this before I move on. I was glad that Earth, Wind, and Fire was in his mental Rolodex, right? Like, he knew it was an older group, and Earth, Wind, and Fire, you probably don't know the catalog, but Earth, Wind, and Fire has made so much music that if you just guess Earth, Wind, and Fire on a band type song, you might get it right. You hear multiple voices, you say Earth, Wind, and Fire, you just might get it right. Who knows? But I was happy that it was in the mental Rolodex. Like, he just went. He said it correctly. He didn't say Earth, Fire, Wind, and nothing like that. I was proud of that he just pulled it out of his mental Rolodex. But later on, see, here's where he messes up. He always figures out another way to mess it up. He mentioned he wanted to be a rapper. Just in case this whole being a police thing doesn't work out for him. Mr. Jason, I want to be a rapper. Now, we've had a conversation about rap names, and I ain't like none of them. But I'm not one to try to crush a kid's dreams. I don't want to crush nobody's dreams. I'm not going to tell them that being a rapper is a horrible idea. I've heard him rap while he was getting ready for school one day. I'll touch you and I'll cut you. I'm so strong and I'm so big. I'll touch your head like a rocket. I can put your in the socket, cause I got muscles, and and they so big, and they so bigger and gooder. Like that's the boy's raps. That's how he rap. Like I said, I'm not one to crush his dreams, but I was like, hey, listen, you rap like Silk the Shocker. You rap like Silk the Shocker. He was like, what is a Silk the Shocker? You little young fool, you don't know anything. Silk the Shocker is a rapper. Oh, I don't know him, Mr. Jason. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Hey, Alexa, play Silk the Shocker. It ain't my fault. 8 seconds into the song, Mr. Jason, I don't think he can rap that good. He just sound like he talking. My point exactly. You got it, my man. You have won the prize. And at that point, you have guessed correctly. The Silk the Shocker is not the rapper you want to be compared to. Now, like I said, I don't try to crush his dreams. But I just wanted him to understand that, hey, if Silk the Shocker is where you are now, by the time you get to the point where anybody's going to be listening to you for money, you got a chance to be better than Silk the Shocker. M. Tillman, what's good? Yeah, you don't have to stop at being as good as Silk the Shocker. Like you can strive to be better. Please strive to be better. And when I want him, like I said, I want him to be better. But last Friday, dude tried to get us locked up. Tried to get them folks called on me. Now, the instructions were, this is Thursday night instructions. All right, tomorrow, you're gonna be wearing white polo shirt, khaki shorts. White polo shirt, khaki shorts. You know what, as a matter of fact, I know you ironed your white polo shirt. You need to iron those khaki shorts. He ironed those shorts. We get up Friday morning. He made it 87% on this whole getting dressed situation. 87%. What up, Kate Luke? Yoli was good. April in the house. 87%, which most people would take an 87% on a 9-year-old getting dressed, but a 9-year-old getting dressed at 87% when you know the boy like I know the boy is a failure. Listen, when I tell you, he had on socks, he had on the shorts, he had on a white shirt, not the polo white shirt. This boy he had on a white-ish shirt. This boy tried to walk up out the house with a shirt on that was the same color as the Constitution. White-ish. He also, around the collar of the neck of this shirt, and this is like the color of it looking like the Constitution, that wouldn't have got the people called on us. But the neck of this shirt was so big, it wasn't too far from sitting on his shoulders. Now, if anybody see that shirt, they would have looked at it like, yo, who has been grabbing this kid? Who been snatching him by his collar? Because I know you ain't supposed to be doing this. Do they be beating on you? Do they be snatching you up by your collar? And the answer is no. We do not. We do not be snatching these kids up by their collars or nothing like that. But he walked out of here with a shirt that was that big around the neck. Like, my head could have went through that shirt collar without any stretching, without zero stretching. Hey man, I can't let you leave the house looking like that. What you doing? You trying to get them people called on us. Because you know it don't take much. Like, it doesn't take much. They real sensitive. If you look like you've been getting beat on, it don't take much for an allegation. You like you been getting beat on, they gon' D-facts. Hey, look, we got this kid up here. He got a shirt on, same color as the Constitution, with a neck. It's pretty big. Look like he's been getting grabbed. I don't know. You might want to look into it. Hey, the boy, blink twice if you're unhappy in your current living situation. You know, he would not stop because he want to go home to his people. I understand that. If that was his last wish. Look, this is the last wishes. I want to go home. I get it. Speaking of last wishes, yo, listen. I read this story. I normally don't scroll, but I couldn't sleep one day, and it was the last wish where they said it was a woman with 9 months to live, wants to sleep with her ex. Married woman with 9 months to live wants to sleep with her ex, one of her exes, just one last time before she passed. And the husband didn't have anybody to talk to, so he took it to Reddit. And I was like, whoa. She wanted to do what now? So she wanted to let a ghost of Christmas past touch her up one more time for the one time before she went to the upper room. Oh no! Listen, I already know. I already know the level of anger that I would have had. Like, excuse me? You think that I'm getting ready to sanction you to go out here and be? No, we ain't sanctioning that. Hell no. Wait, what? Like, what if you don't die? You know, Ike said, hey, you better not down me. You down me, I'm gonna kill you. Listen, break up, fam. You think you can just be out here offering up that wolf to your exes all willy-nilly just because somebody done told you you're about to die? All right. I don't care if it is what you call your last wish. She could have paid the doctor to say that. I think she may have had longer and made that up. I agree. It was years and she said months, so she can go out there and live her best life. She had been married 10 years. She was trying to, she wanted some new meat. She wanted that wolf to be for the streets for a few more days. She had somebody, listen, if she had somebody in mind, this was already pre-planned. If it was somebody in mind, like, hey, I'm about to die in about 6 months, but I would like to go smash Keisha one more time. I'm like, hold on. How you know that she even available to be out here getting smashed? You got some questions to be asking. Yeah, you got some questions that need to be answered, because that can't just be. Listen, I'm not naive enough to think that some ghost of Christmas past ain't liking my wife's pictures and commenting on her posts and shit like that. Like, I'm not that naive. I know that I have ran off maybe one or two ghosts of Christmas past just because I can take over people's posts because I'm mildly entertaining from time to time. But I don't care nothing about that. What we not going to do? Listen, I struggle when my wife told me that one of her exes passed and she looked like she was sad. I was like, hold on, why you so sad? I didn't know how sad that I was supposed to be cool with her being. Like what? I get it. Y'all spent some time. Y'all had some memories that should be quite foggy, if non-existent. But at the same time, you can't be out here. This dude I used to date 6 years ago passed. Shit. That'll get the Ike face. That will get the. Listen, the level of sadness that I will be cool with is that, hey, dude died. Outside of that, like, hey, my ex died, or like somebody died. Like, I'm sad that somebody died today that wasn't expecting to die. Like, those things, okay, I can be sad about that. But, fam, you better not, I need a moment to cry by myself type shit. Hold on now. You better sneak and cry. You cry in the shower. Like, what is this? When most ladies, there's a lot of ladies that expect all of her dude's exes to be dead upon agreements that they gonna be together. This is it. So dudes are not allowed to be sad about that. But there are women that expect that, hey, when we decide that we gonna be exclusive, all of them should be dead. All of them. I don't care if you just broke up with one and now we together, or I outlasted them because you were dating both of us. She should be dead. Come on, y'all. Don't play with me. Let's not play today. Let's not play those games. Now we know the expectation. Cause can't no dude be out here as small as liking a comment. Yeah, you gotta cry inside. You gotta wait till he go to work. Cry when he sleep. Cause he can't be too sad. He can't be like, what's wrong with you? I'm a little messed up today because Bonquisha died last Thursday. I just heard that Bonquisha died. We dated back in 2001. Like 2001? You got to be kidding me! Like, oh, so you still sad? You still got feelings that you wanna? Yeah, whatever. Like, no, and no. You can't be over there. Listen, if he's a light sleeper, then that's not gonna work. What you cannot be doing is boo-hooing. You can't be boo-hooing. Like, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. Because you still got feelings if you're over there boo-hooing. And we ain't doing that one now. Hell no. Listen. You want to sleep with him one more time? You better sleep with him when you meet him at the crossroads. See you at the crossroads. Because that's when you're going to see him. You can, if they allowing sex up at the pearly gates, then you'll see him there. Other than that, let me see, you better not actually go to the funeral either. Hey, you know what? When when dude passed, I showed enough was like, you ain't trying to go to this funeral, right? You be out here trying to pay your last respects if you want to. I'm going too. don't get his ass tipped over now. don't get fam tipped over. Hey. You trying to see him one more time? You trying to see them one more time? What? Come on, man. Listen, this is the bad part. There was already a conversation about when ladies get they cheat on and how they go all out for their cheats. Like, ladies ain't cheating. They ain't going to cheat right after the gym. Like, they ain't going with a musty wolf. They gonna take a shower. They gonna make sure that they shaved up, underarms and everything. The back of their kneecaps gonna be shaved. Everything is gonna be in order when they get their cheat on. They done put thought and effort into this cheat. All of it. Ain't gonna be no crack French tips. You know, dudes don't even care about that. This is the truth. Ladies be going all out for their cheat. Dudes cheat right after the gym. They don't even care. They could be sweaty nuts and everything. They gonna go get their cheat on because that's the time that they got between getting done hooping and getting home. That, hey, we had a couple extra games, but you had to come home funky because you was at the gym. Ladies, they take whole showers, get their hair done. It'd be a fresh dew. Y'all better stop playing on me. Why do I know these things? I used to get cheated with back in my young days. Chill. Back in my young days when I was a young bachelor. And then put them same dirty shorts on when they get home and have to shower again. Well, ladies leave the house clean. They be clean and perfumed up. But what a dude can't do is sanction a cheat. Because you sanction this cheat. Back to this lady that had 9 months to live and asked for a sanctioned cheat. Let's just say that lady lived for another 9 years. The dude going, hey, I've been faithful this whole time. I think look, after 10 years, I deserve a cheat now. I done earned at least a half a cheat. Some head or something. If I done already sanctioned you to have a cheat, you gotta do me the solid. I don't know too many ladies that's gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna let you get that back. And if a dude go out and try to do it anyway, it's gonna be deemed an unsanctioned cheat anyway. It's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be some issues. So I guess in that situation, that's gonna make me, I'm selfish. I'm not one. Yeah, you're gonna have to get back on this. You're gonna have to get back because there's no recovering from sanctioning a cheat in a situation that you wouldn't normally do it in. But then when you go ahead and do it, and then your niceness did not pay off, like at that point, you would almost want her to die at his house. She got to die at his house because you don't want her to come back. She can't come back behind that. You don't want your girl back after she done got piped down by somebody else of her liking. Like she wanted this. What? If this was the person that she had the super chemistry with, she doing everything. She gotta die at his house. This is the last one. I talked about, hey, professions that I could not date. One of which was a porn star. I could not date a lady porn star because she could never have a good day at work. No good days at work. I don't want to hear about it. Because what does a good day at work for you look like? You had amazing sex with somebody that was this big. Never have a good day at work. We don't want to hear that. Dudes don't want to hear that. Pass. Hard pass on that one. I don't know what else I would say no to when it came down to a last wish. I don't know what I would say no to as far as something that you would want to do. I don't know. I had to think about that. One thing I got to think about is like opposite sex friends. This is a relationship show today. I didn't know it was going to be like this today, but it's a whole relationship show. Opposite sex friends. You know what? Here. There was the video that this came from was there was a lady who said, this lady said that there was 90% of women that had long-term male friends. 90% of women that had long-term male friends slept with them or dated them at one point in time, and they just didn't work out. 90%. And then I got to thinking about, I was like, man, my wife got 2 of them. Hold on now. Which one of you Negroes tried to get your little swerve on? What up, Sherry? And a whole lot of other letters. Which one of y'all try to get y'all swerve on? You know, so you gotta be, you looking at all of these other. April, just, you don't have to say no names. You got some long-term dude friends that, I say 90%. 90%. That's not true. Not all women who have male friends have sex. 90%. If there's a dude that you done been cool with, and let's just say for at least, you done been cool with for at least 10 years. That fam not hit. Hey. Listen, you might, and then you just realize, you know what? We'll be better as friends. We'll be better off as friends. This whole dating thing, we went out, smashed once, and it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Neither one of us liked it that much. We just decided, let's just be cool. Come on now. Hey, look, I'm sure they wouldn't say no. You damn right they wouldn't say no. You go on, stay the night one time. Shit. Maybe shoot your shot Monday. That's what it's gonna turn into. Shoot your shot Saturday. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna help you clean up. And you know what? And so here's the thing. This is the thing. See, either she was trying not to tell on them, and then ended up telling on them anyway. Messenger Monday. Listen, what you messed up with is, I'm sure they wouldn't say no, but that's not always the case. And the only reason, so This is why dudes say no. If they don't like ladies, they gonna say no. Y'all was waiting on something else, huh? You was waiting on something else. I know you was waiting on something else. Ain't nothing else. They genuinely not attracted to you. But there has been, in the history of mandom, a whole lot of dudes that have smashed chicks that they were not attracted to. That has happened a lot. That they smashed ladies that they were not attracted to. The inverse, I don't know. Do ladies be out here smashing dudes that they not attracted to? Sometimes, if they got bread. If they got bread, they not out here smashing broke Flavor Flaves. They're not doing that. But if they got a little paper, they probably drop it off with somebody that they ain't necessarily they're attracted to. Either said never. Ain't not all at all. Not all. Like, you might be different. You different. But I know there are some ladies for the right vacation. They'll drop it off for the person that's holding the camera and all their pictures. Yeah, somebody holding that camera. I'm just saying. Well, y'all crazy. Listen, I'm taking myself on vacation. I don't need the ugly to take me out. You know what? I believe you. Who be taking them pictures? I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. But a lot of these vacation pictures that you see on Instagram, and I'm not talking about you, E, but a lot of vacation pictures that you see on Instagram with these single ladies, single-ish. Somebody taking those pictures. Somebody in their hotel room is taking those pictures. That's happening. That's happening. Now, do you listen? Hold on. Now I'm gonna have to. This is about to be bad. So there aren't very many dudes that are comfortable with their significant other having being great friends with somebody of the opposite sex that they know like women. Not a whole lot. Listen, hey, and I understand it. I don't care what nobody say. And I also know it's a whole lot of ladies that's like, hey, you can have you can have a homegirl as long as she look like your grandma. If your homegirl is ugly to your real girl, then it might be all right. But if your real girl think your homegirl can get it, your real girl ain't gonna like that homegirl. Like if your homegirl fine and y'all just like, and in that situation y'all might have hit it, y'all might have done something back in the day, but it didn't work out. Y'all just cool or whatever. But y'all know y'all ain't ever gonna go there. Your girl ain't gonna be cool with it. Don't let her be thick too. Don't let her be thick. That's a problem. That's gonna be a problem. Don't let y'all look. Tell 2 jokes around another lady that she laugh at, that y'all both laugh at bigger than everybody else. She gonna be looking at you like, what y'all doing? What is this? Listen, back in the day, Michael Smith and Jamel Hill, they had a podcast. It was the His and Hers podcast. Now, Michael Smith was a married man. Jamel Hill at the time was not. As my wife and I were listening to that podcast, my wife was like, I don't like their relationship. I was like, what's the problem with it? She was like, it's too good. That relationship is too good. But if he can have friends of the opposite sex, okay. So is that. All right, so let me ask you this. Is that discussed? For the single people out there, is that discussed? When you get when you start dealing with somebody, do you ask the question, hey, hey girl, do you have male besties? Are they attracted to your other male besties? Oh, okay, cool. Hey. Okay. Hey, my man. Do you have lady besties? Yeah. You can tell her. So how can you tell? How can you tell? Because I have friends that are ladies that I'm just cool with. Now I'm just cool with that I have not slept with. But that's only because so here this is the reality of the situation. In my situation is I'm able to be a better friend to my lady friends as a married dude than a single dude, because I have nothing. Like I'm not trying to do nothing, so I'm able to be 100% honest, and it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter either way. Like if I hurt her feelings, or if either way it's gonna be the truth, because I'm not trying to save anything. I'm not trying to make nothing happen other than, hey, I'm just being a good friend, and this level of honesty is what's going to allow me to do that for you, because the only reason why you coming to me is because you know that I'm safe. Like, because I'm safe, I have different types of friendships now. Whereas back when I was single, OJ wasn't safe. Don't you slip up and let me know what the key was to get in them draws. Cause I was gonna try it. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. But it kind of was what it was at the time. I'm all grown up now. That's different now. That's way back in the day. But still, like I don't know. I don't know if I would be cool with new dude friends that's like hangout friends. Like I don't know about just hangout friends. Like I wouldn't put mine in a situation in which she would have to figure out business with hustle. What's happening? I wouldn't put mine in a situation where she would have to worry about if my homegirl is getting ready to, or if I couldn't control myself around my homegirl. Like, no, that's never gonna be an issue. Not now. Not Mary J. Vintage J. Back in the day, J. Hey. Is that shoot your shot every day. I'm all grown up now. But I also understand, like, hey, some people feel like they feel because they understand in that same situation, they might not be as strong. They might not be as versed, or they might have a different type of relationship or a different type of history with said friend that may be attracted to the opposite sex. That's all. Can't have double standards. Listen. I already said I'm selfish. I admitted to being selfish. And it just kind of is what it is. You know, it just is what it is on the selfish side of the game. I'm cool with that. Got to be cool with that. Before I get out of here, like I said, I had to leave y'all with some NFL advice before I get out of here. NFL advice. And so here it is, right here. The season started. Preseason started last week. I'm going to help everybody out. Not just dudes, not just ladies. But look, dudes, pick your team now. Ladies, pick your team now. Listen, you shouldn't have more than one team. You shouldn't have more than one team. If you got more than one team, then that's a problem. That is a problem if you have more than one team. If you got an NFL team, can you put your NFL team in the chat? So we need to know. What up, Lil Mama 022? Because for one, I don't like all this switching. Two, I'll go ahead and put this out here. I am a Bears fan. I'm lit a little bit this year because we might be all right. I ain't like no silly ass Cowboy fan that be like, we going to the Super Bowl this year. We going to the Super Bowl. All of them look like dunts talking about they going to the Super Bowl. We going to the Super Bowl this year. All right, so ladies, the fantasy football draft, serious business. All right, it usually take about 2.5 hours. Serious business on a fantasy football draft. Hopefully. All right, so I'm gonna put y'all on game. For fantasy football, there's usually there's one league that's more important than the other ones. There might be two that's kind of important if he play like that. Just allot him that time to go ahead and get his draft on. Allot him that time to get that draft on. Sometimes it might be for money, so let him get that draft on. All right. This one is specifically for my ladies. Ladies, get a sketch. Find out what your dude's team is. Get the schedule. And plan your honey-do list according to said schedule. Now here, look. You're going to thank me later. On those schedules, like every game is going to be on TV, okay? Every game going to be on TV, depending on what time zone you in. So it's going to be 1 o'clock or 12, or if you're further on the West Coast, it'll be earlier than that. Plan your honey-do list. Games take about 3 hours for his favorite team. They only play one time a week. His favorite team. I'm trying to help y'all out. 3 hours. From 1 to, give him about 3.5. 1 to 4:30. 1 to 4:30. That's for his team. For his team, that's, hey, the honey-do list, the we gotta talks, the asking about what's for dinner, asking about the kids and all that other stuff. All that could wait. Not an emergency. Not an emergency. You figure it out. I'm trying to help y'all out. Get the schedule. 3.5 hours. Most people will be cool with just having that 3 hours, that 3.5 hours to kind of just, hey, this is the only time I just want to just sit in front of the TV and not be bothered. Out of the 100 and some hours in the week, it's like 156 hours in a week. Something like that. What's 24 times 7? 158. Alright. So to ask for 3.5 out of 158, that shouldn't be asking too much. I'm just trying to help y'all out. We just, listen, while the Bears game is on, I would rather just have that one little moment. That'd be the one time, like, you know what? So this is the problem. This is what ladies, don't do this. Don't wait till you know that the Bears are on, or whoever your dude team is, the Falcons, the Bengals, or whoever. And now you want to try to talk because you want to see if you're more important in the game. Don't get your feelings hurt. Because he going to have an attitude. He going to have a little attitude. Yeah, what you want? Yeah, you can do, yeah. That's what it's going to sound like. While he's not paying attention or not listening to anything that you eat it. If you're going to take a nap, don't be trying to lay on him while he's watching the game. Lay on the other side. If he's sitting to your left, you lay the other way. You lay the other way. If he right here, you lay this way. We ain't trying to be romantic during the football game. I'm just saying. Just trying to help y'all out. And you know what? I gotta do community service every now and then, and this is part of it. It's part of my community service. It's trying to help y'all out during football season. Give y'all a little NFL advice. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I got a couple comments over on the Facebook side. It'll never happen. 168 hours. My math is off. That's right. 7 times 4, 28. Carry that 2 over there, 14 times 2. Boom. There we go. 14 plus 2. Boom. Good stuff. Took notes. I'm glad you did. I'm telling you, this is how you win. Most of the time, those Thursday night games are shitty. And so let me help y'all out real quick. This is the last nugget. It's gonna take a little bit of research. You're gonna thank me. A little bit of work. When you go and you want your dude to do something, like here, games are, I'm gonna help you. games are Monday, Thursday. NFL game, Monday, Thursday, Sunday. All right? That's 3 days. These 3 primary days that there's football games. So if you need something done, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. If you're really a football junkie, Saturdays might not be no good, but there are certain Saturdays in which there are gonna be no good games on, or it might be one. Let me help you with that real quick. If you go look at the NCAAF as NCAA football schedule, if you look at the team names and they ain't got no numbers next to their name, those teams suck. Ain't nobody trying to watch them. Ain't nobody trying to watch them. But here's where your research comes in at, before I forget. You know what your man's team name is. You know who your man's team is. If your man's team is not playing and the game that's on, you can look at it. You be like, oh, you go to the standings. If it's 2 teams on there with losing records, you can ask them to do stuff. If it's not his team. If it's his team, you can't ask. But if it's not his team and both teams got losing records, you can ask him to do stuff. It'll work. He will make that sacrifice for you because he loves you. That's just love. I'm willing to break away from this shitty game to talk to you, to listen. Might even give some feedback. But probably not. You probably still get, huh? Yeah. Hey, go ahead. Zimbabwe, huh? Yeah. Did you move? Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Like, that's probably what you're gonna get. But that's what you get, how you get what you want. But look, good people. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And y'all been dope. Chat room was lit today. Shout out to Edith. Shout out to April up in these streets. What up, bro? Shout out to Pops and everybody else that tuned in. What up, Easy? What up, Jules? Hey, somebody said you can kill her off. Well, I would choose wisely. That is amazing. That came in on YouTube. Wow. Yo, good people. Until next time. Y'all be safe out in these streets. And hold on real quick. Hey, you see somebody skipping? If you see 3 or 4 dudes skipping with no shirts on, get out the way. If you see any chairs flying, you know who did it. And until next time, good people, y'all stay safe out in these streets. It's wild out here. Y'all was dope.